What's up guys, Cheetah here, and today I'm bringing you an achievement slash trophy walkthrough for Escape First 2. You can pick it up today for a price of $4.99, and to get the full completion it'll take you less than 20 minutes. Following along with this video, there is an achievement for escaping a level in 3-player co-op, so you will have to find 2 boosting partners. Again, feel free to comment your gamertag down below to look for partners. So this is the second game in the series. If you haven't played the first game, I have a guide for it as well. So starting off, you can start up a solo or multiplayer match, and we're going to start up the Circus 2 level. Alright, so starting off, once you spawn in, you can press the A button to toggle your flashlight, and then we can turn around and we can head to the keypad here next to the door, and we're going to enter Clown, so C-L-O-W-N, and then press enter down on the bottom right, and we can head through the door here, and we can follow the path to the next room. And in this next room here, we need to interact with this note here, and that's going to unlock an achievement. And then from there, you can just drop the note, and we can continue following the path here to the next door. And then we're going to interact with this puzzle on the left side of the door here. And we're going to press the arrow keys. I'm going to tell you the order. We're going to press up, left, right, down, up, right, left, up, down. And then you can press the middle button. And if you do that correctly, that'll unlock the door, and you can head through, and then we can interact with the chest keypad here, and we can enter 99, 83, 2, and unlock the chest, and that will give you an achievement. And then from there, we can turn around and interact with the keypad on the vanity mirror here, and we can enter Tora, T-O-R-A, and that will unlock another achievement. And then once you've done that, we can turn to the right and we can interact with the puzzle next to the door, just like the previous one. And this time we are going to enter left, up, left, down, right, up, right, down, right, and then press the middle button. And if you enter that correctly, the door will unlock and you can head through. And in here we can interact with the keypad, and we're going to enter 46, 97, and just like that, we've finished the first level. Alright, and next up we can start up the factory level in the middle here. Alright, so starting off, look to your feet here and grab the pipe from the floor, and we can place that on the left side of the wall in front of us here. Turn to the right and open up the first bathroom stall. Inside here you can pick up another pipe, and we're going to place that in the middle right here. Turn to the left and interact with the electrical box keypad, and we can enter 45, 31. Enter that and then back out. And turn to the left, and over on the other side of the sink here, you can interact with the keys floating above this pipe here. And then turn to the left, and we can press the second red button, and then the third one, and the fifth one. And then turn to the left and interact with the keypad on the cabinet over here, and we can enter 4212. And we can open up the cabinet on the left side and press the red button. Turn to the left and interact with the electrical box over here, and now we can open it up, and down on the bottom middle we can press the button, and that'll spin the wall over on the right side. However, for some reason it's buggy, and sometimes when you press the button it doesn't register, but once you get the wall spun once, we can interact with the right side of the workbench here. Press the arrow and then press spawn. That'll give you a screwdriver. Press the arrow on the right side again and then spawn in the wrench. Press the arrow on the right side again and spawn in the crowbar. Pick up the crowbar, and we can turn to the left, and we can use that on the medicine cabinet over here. We can break the chain, and then drop the crowbar, open up the cabinet here, and we can pick up the water bottle inside, and we can pour that down the pipe just to the right here. And once you do that, head back to the workbench and pick up the wrench, and we can turn around, and we can head to the corner over here, and we can interact with the bolt using the wrench, and that'll fill up the bucket with water. You can drop the wrench and pick up the bucket, and now we can pour that down the pipe as well. Head back to the workbench and pick up the screwdriver. Turn to the left and interact with the button here on the electrical box. You want to press that twice and spin it around, and you want to make sure the inputs actually register, as it's pretty buggy. Once you spin it around to this one here, we can interact with the white box here, and we can unscrew the screw using the screwdriver, and then open it up, and we can flip on the first switch, the second switch, the fourth one, and the sixth one, just like that. That'll open up the cabinet here on the right side, open up the left side, pick up the water bottle, take that to the pipe and pour it down. Pick up the pipe from the cabinet here, and then head back over to the button and spin the wall one more time. And once you do that, we can place the pipe over on the right side, right here, and then turn to the right, and we can interact with this air compressor here and turn it on, and that's going to spawn in the keys over by the pipe on the floor. So turn over here, pick up the keys from the floor, and we can place those in the lockbox right here, and then again, go ahead and spin the wall 2 more times. And then once the door appears, we can head through and finish the level. Alright, and next up we can start up the last level, the torture chamber. Alright, so starting off, you want to turn on your light here using the A button, turn to the left and pick up the torch from the wall here, and we can use that to burn the rope in the middle of the room. And then we can pick up the hammer that drops, and we can use that hammer here to open up the brick wall over on the left side. And then we can head through here and follow the path. Alright, so in this next room here, we're going to do a little puzzle where we spin some stones. So over on the back left wall here, we can spin the first stone once, the second stone 3 times, the third stone twice, the fourth stone 3 times, the fifth stone once, and then the sixth stone twice, and that should flash blue if you do it correctly, and it'll look just like it does on my screen here. And then from there, we're going to interact with the second stone, the sixth stone, the fourth, the fifth, the first, and the third. And if you do that correctly, you can open up this box here, and we can pick up the B, and we can turn around and we can place that on the bottom right side of this puzzle behind us here. And then head back to the chest, and we can pick up the S, and we can place that on the top middle of the puzzle. Head back to the chest and pick up the one that looks like an hourglass. It's kind of hard to see. Pick that up, and we're going to place that on the left side right here. Head back to the chest and pick up the one on the left side. It looks like a Y. And we're going to place that on the bottom left. Head back to the chest and pick up the final one. It looks like a C. We're going to place that on the right side. And then once you do that, we can pick up the key that spawns in the middle, and we can turn to the left and we can place that key in the door over here, and we can unlock it, and then we can head through, take a left down the hallway, and we can enter the room on the right side here, open up the lock on the door, head inside, and turn to the right, and over on the table over here, we can pick up this sword right here, turn to the right and place that in the machine on the floor. From there, we can turn to the right, and we can head over here, and we can solve a puzzle here on this little box. You can crouch down using the left stick. We're going to press the middle button, the bottom left button, and the bottom right button. From there, you can stand up, and on the top of the puzzle, we're going to press the bottom left button, the bottom middle button, the middle right button, and then the top right button. And over on the other side of the puzzle, we're going to press the top left button, the left middle button, the middle button, and the bottom right button, and that'll solve the puzzle. And over on the other side, you can pick up the crank, and we can take that to the well over on the left side, and we can place it here, and we can spin that. That'll bring up a bucket with some sword pieces in it, and we can pick all of those up and drop them on the floor. And now we need to pick up the correct piece. It should be this smaller one here. Place that on the sword over on the left side, and then we're going to pick up the smaller handle, the one that looks like this here, and we're going to place that on the sword as well. If you do that correctly, that'll solve the puzzle. Turn to the left, and over here we can pick up a shield from the barrels, and then head through the door on the right side. Take a left out here and head down to the end of the hallway. Unlock the door here, and we can head inside. Head straight to the back wall in front of us here, and we can place this shield at the top right there. Turn to the right side, pick up the next shield on the floor here, place that in the bottom middle. Turn to the left, and the next shield can be found on the other side of this table here, and we can place this one on the bottom right side. And now we can exit this room and head back out into the hallway behind us, and we can enter the first room on the right side. And inside here we can find the next shield. It's going to be in the back right corner of the room in the darkness back here behind the barrel. Go ahead and pick this one up, and we can take that back to the room. We can place this one on the bottom left side right here, turn around and head back down the hallway all the way down to the end, and we can find the next shield piece. Pick up the shield and bring that back to the room. Place that on the top left side, and once you have all of the shields placed correctly, that'll spawn in a key on the table here. Pick that up and then turn to the left and head up these stairs and place that in the chest on the left side. And open it up, and inside here you can pick up a mirror piece. And now we can head back out and into the hallway, and we can take a left into the first cell, and we can follow the path here. Head into the newly opened room here, and we can place this mirror piece on the bottom right side right there. And then if you back up and look on the floor, you're going to see a bunch of mirror pieces here, and we're going to start off by picking up the piece on the left side. And we're going to place that on the top right side up here. And then from there, look down again. We're going to skip this piece here, and we're going to pick up the one on the right side. And this one is going to go on the top left side. Then from there, turn to the right, and over on the right side of the room, you can find another piece right here. And we're going to place this piece on the bottom left side. And then look down and pick up the piece that we ignored earlier, and we can place that on the bottom right there. And now we can turn around and we can exit this room. We can turn to the right and head back into the cell in here. And there's going to be a chest in this room, and the next mirror piece will be in the chest right here. If it's not in here, you probably dropped it on the floor earlier, but pick up the next mirror piece. It should be in that chest there, and bring that back to the room, and we can place that in the final slot here on the left side. And then we can open this up, pull it up, and inside that will reveal a weight. Pick up the weight, and then head back to the hallway. And we can turn to the left and head down the hallway here. Head all the way down to the end of the hallway here, and on the right side, we can unlock the door, and we can head through. And in this next room here, there's going to be a chain puzzle. We're going to place this weight here over on the chain on the left side, right here. And then on the ground in front of us, we can pick up the next weight, and this weight here is going to go on the third chain. And then if we turn to the left behind us in the corner here, we can pick up the next weight. And this one is going to go on the last chain on the right side. And then now we can exit this room the way we came. So turn around, head back up the staircase. Turn to the right and pick up the next weight on the floor here. And bring this one back down to the chain puzzle. And we're going to place this one on the fifth chain right here. Turn to the right and we can unlock this wood cabinet on the wall. The code is going to be 9765. Open both sides of the cabinet up here, and instead of explaining this puzzle, I'm just going to allow you to pause the video once I finish it, and you can copy the solution. Basically, you're just going to change the tiles here using the right trigger, and once I solve it, you can copy the solution. Feel free to pause the video now and copy the solution on screen there, and once you enter that correctly, that'll unlock the chest at our feet here. We can open it up and pick up the weight on the left side, and we can place that on the 4th chain, pick up the final weight and place that on the 2nd chain, and just like that, that's the end of the level and the end of the guide. However, you will be missing that co-op achievement. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on the video if the guide was helpful, and please consider subscribing if you're new here for more guides just like this. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Shout out to my Patreon supporters, Chan of the Span G1, Tim G84, JAGS, PhazoPrimePirate, and Stacy Mackey. Last but not least, shout out to my 2 legend supporters, Niku no Nioi and MonarchReptar. If you guys would like to support me on Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/CheetahsGuides.